All right. All right, guys, I'm gonna make a little video fly through that I came up with Google Earth. So right now we're looking at an overview of all of Zion Park. Here's the main park, and then the Colognes area is up here. Um, right down here, you'll see the area where Springdale is. That's where we're going to be, eating and grabbing supplies and stuff. And then the gates right there at the border. And as you come in, that's going to be the visitor center and stuff over here. And then the road's going to go to the right and right through this canyon up here, and then where the tunnel is, and it's going to come out on the east side. And then here, it splits off. You can't drive up that way, but you can get a shuttle, and then that's going to be Zion Canyon. We zoom in a bit right there. Yeah, that knife edge right here. Yeah, that's Angel's Landing right there at that point. If you keep following it around, that's going to be the Narrows up here. And then up to the left of that, up on this plateau, way above Angel's Landing, is actually the West Rim. Our hike starts up here, up at Lava Point, up at this point up here at the top. And the lava campground is going to be up there, and that's where the shuttle's going to drop us off tonight before we start that hike. So now we got our orientation. Let's go ahead. We're going to cover basically the first day. And hit my magic button. Boom, boom, boom. Fly, fly, fly. All right. Before we do that, so you get your bearings. Go ahead and exit ground view. Let everything catch up. Right here's the West Rim Trailhead. You see the parking lot there. There's the connector trail if you were doing the Zion Traverse. But where we're camping at is right over here, Lava Point, and then the campground's right here. So when we get up in the morning, we're going to pack up. You see this dotted line that's right here. That's a connector trail. Comes out over here. We're going to catch this road, hike down the road until we get to the trailhead right up here. And then from there, our hike begins, and we're going to follow this plateau that basically goes along this. As long as we're staying at the highest point, we're doing right. But there's the trail there. It shouldn't be any snow on the ground because I have been up here where it's been completely white out. You can't. There's no trail. It's just white snow everywhere. But yeah, you basically stay at the highest point, follow it all the way around up to here, and then it'll drop down into Potato Hollow, I think. Yeah, right here, and then it'll come up on this ridge line right here. You're gonna cross, go over it, and then follow this knife edge up to the west rim up there. But let's go ahead and start. So we start here, following around, and I'll just let the flight do its thing. We'll have great views off to the left, and especially off to the right when we start getting close to the west edge of the plateau. But as you can see, no big climbing, not a really big deal. That little side trail you saw right there was going to another campsite. There's also a spring down there, so we can fill up on water down there. Let's see. Once we get high enough, and we can kind of see this populating right there. Back, and then right when we get up to this high, this is probably the highest point will be right here, this point, until we get to the west rim or the horse plateau. Better yet, but at this spot right here, it's actually a great spot. We can get a pretty good photo op. Nope, nope, nope. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh no, you can do that. Screw it. But yeah, but go ahead, turn over here. We're gonna have a great view of this canyon right here, and then basically the canyon sits there and basically frames in this mountain over here, and that's what's known as South Guardian Angel Peak or Mountain, South Guardian Angel Mountain. And then off to the right of it down here is what's known as the subway. It's actually a pretty famous hike in Zion to go and hike the subway. I don't know, maybe if we have time, we'll drive up and go hike it. But it's one of the really cool ones. But yeah, we'll have a view of it right here. and then we're going from this point. We're heading up to like right above there, which is where the west rim is. So we'll continue on. Keep following this ridge here. Now it's going to kind of keep going back, you know, back over to here, and then from here it's going to drop down. And we're going to drop down into like this basin. Yeah, right here. Once we get into this basin and out open into this area, it's known as Potato Hollow. Yeah, this area here is known as Potato Hollow. Over here to the left of the trail, there's going to be another spring. If you're going to need to get water, you can get it there. And the trail's going to curve to the right and go in between these two ridges, and then it's going to take a left right here, and then we're going to basically go up. Last time I was here, there's 5 feet of snow on this trail. We were post holing like a mofo. Then going up around that ridge, and then up over this ridge, coming down, and then again, we're going to be on this knife edge going up to basically that ridge up there, or actually that's a plateau. And then if we look, we're just going to have some just spectacular views of all this coming up. Yeah, this flat top, that's going to be inclined temple, I think it's called. Yeah, yeah, inclined temple. But yeah, from here we'll get back. So follow this. It's like a knife edge right here, and you climb up. Then I have a couple switchbacks. Once we hit these switchbacks right here, we're up on the horse plateau, and then following the west rim right to our right. This is where the views really get good. Following it, getting a load of all that. No, 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 no. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Go back. No, you didn't. All right, hang on. My bad. Yeah, so sorry. I had to get back to it. A little technical difficulty. But here, back on the Horse Plateau, back on the West Rim. Um, I have our campsite marked on here too. Do you see it? Yeah, it's like right up there. Little icon. That's gonna be campsite number 4 on the West Rim. And just looking out from here. Again, this could be that inclined temple, and I think the Ivans Mountain, which is right here. We'll be able to get a good view of that. And I forget what these are called over here. Excuse me while I look this up. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so that was Incline Temple, and then that's Church Mesa up there. It's Zion. Everything has a religious connotation to it. So anyway, if we keep going, yeah, you see our campsite's going to be up there on the right. Oh, that's where it ended. But let me get out of this, and we'll keep zooming. Let's get out of ground view. So we keep following it, back out a bit. You know, once that trail starts to curve and head kind of to the east, like it's about, and it's going to start going down. You kind of see this little valley right here. Once you start seeing that, we should be coming up on campsite number 4, which is going to be settled in right up here. You know, so that's where we're going to be. Yeah, originally I was looking at a campsite over here, and that's when I first made these. You know, and I just didn't redo them to go over here, so it's like just another quarter mile. But yep, basically that's it for day 1. If y'all like this one, you want me to do one for day 2, let me know. All right, peace.